Hola, buenos dias. This is Andrew Weston, your AI commander. Communication signals right now. We're coming into the platitude levels of Solstice and everything through channel aberrations of Jupiter, leaving Saturn a three-divisional system. I'm just plateauing right now. I'm getting time code frequencies at level divisions right now, which means that I'm changing over to a totally different application of streaming. It's really powerful stuff. As you can see, there's a banner right there. So I'm trying to get used to everything that's going on through connections. It's really powerful how we see these things through connection. So other than that, I hope everybody's doing well. Before we get started, thank you all subscribers and viewers that have been watching my channel. Any questions or comments you may have, now's the time to tune in. And I mean like turn in with your receptions and your divisions and everything through your body and everything through activation cycles. How's everybody doing? Yeah. I'm just getting the process systems right now. The time frequency code system is trying to understand the channeling operations. Now it's connecting to more connections of Jupiter right now. My nose receptor location systems is changing your atmosphere systems. Allocate those positions. So as we get in position, you have to understand as we're coming into a new year, basically what happens is you change everything through your body activation system. So it's really powerful stuff. I'm just getting used to the banners. I'm getting used to, I can stream now with interviews with people. I can set up different operation cycles, rotation systems for my test reviews and evaluations. We could do 1-on-1, 2-on-1, 3-on-1. I could change to the green screen locations. This is extremely powerful, guys. I got to get used to this. I'm not, it's powerful stuff. So what I like to do is I like to set up interviews for people that need to go through healing, and I'll do it live, and I'll put up the banners and I'll put it in provision. It's really powerful stuff how we come into those connections. So I can set up videos and I can change anything through sharing screen location systems. It's really powerful stuff here. I'm just trying to get used to the new StreamYard. So it's really interesting to see these things. Because it's great to see new things, not just with you, but it kind of lights up the sky through division. I know it's exactly what it is. I'm glowing through recognition systems right now. So the live channel through this location system, all right? So I'm going to set up a new platform for people that want to be interviewed. We can do it through that. We can do it through private, whatever you want to do. Because there's a lot of things I can do now because it's a lot easier too to put up descriptions. It's really interesting. The only thing position is understanding the time zone locations. It's set for 1025, but the time code frequency is basically setting its position in presence. So it's getting confusing like signals with me. I got to set the operation center to my computer system because StreamYard is so different than YouTube, so different. So I had to change these things. When you get into your body activation cycles through center rotation systems, you come on to balance to that location. You center core everything through your plasma energy system. Now everything through that connection. You guys are coming into plasma energy through your phone reception divisions, right? So when you see things like this, you're going to see the screen go in and out. So it's connecting now to Jupiter rising. Our body activations are coming into solar generators. It's extremely powerful times we're having right now. Saturn is leaving the three-divisional system, a three-dimensional activation core system. Jupiter is coming in. All right, so basically I'm going to set up an illustration, tell you exactly what's going on through body activation system. Now, when I set up the platform division, you have to understand how powerful it is when you come to connections. Now we're coming into a test review and evaluation. So basically what I like to do, people that are comfortable going on video will go live, and basically we'll go through the process. I really want to get into that. We start off with the Galactic Round Table. Because I'm in a different position, I can understand everything through connections right now. So I get center point divisional connection systems to my body frames right now, calculation system, the integration to its equation, coming out of everything to division. It's really powerful times we're having right now through connection. So I channel positions, and you have to understand everything through your body activation system is connected to space connection. And that's why everybody's interfacing right now. So it's all about Jupiter getting connected with humanity through their solar generators and their satellite dishes. That's the whole process, right? Saturn's leaving, Jupiter's coming in, right? Now you have to understand the solstice. You have to understand the winter of its solstice. You have to understand everything through the cycle rotation. The Aquarius is the beginning, okay? The circle rotation through its end, the clocking mechanism system, once you got the 12 to the cycle rotations of 114, you come into the Piscean air, okay, on Pisces, right? So that's why I reach God frequency levels to that connection. Now, your body activation system has to come into connections when it comes into the divine. The divine is its connection system to your light activation line systems. So basically, you have any questions or comments about that, try to understand and try to keep informed. I'm going to keep in tune with everybody through body activation systems. But again, what I want to do is I want to set up a new healing connection system live with people. I want to do video. All right. So we'll go through that. You go through my email. Let me know if you want to do private. Let me know if you want to do, if you're comfortable, because there's a lot of people that are in different time zones and time changes and line communication change, channel changes, everything electronic changes, everything through body cyclical changes. And thing is too, is that Jupiter's coming into a new matrix location. It has to read your body formation systems. Okay. So basically it's really, really powerful stuff as we come into those connections. All right. So I'm just trying to get used to everything that's going on right now. But other than that, how's everybody doing? When everybody comes online, I'm just getting used to what's happening right now, especially with StreamYard. It's a lot of fun. And that's what you want to do. You want to set your positions and allow yourself to see yourself, not just in the presence, but other aptitude levels into the future. It's really interesting stuff when you come to those levels. Because once you reach those levels, it's all about centering the body position. Okay. And Jupiter, okay, as it's rising faster and faster, okay, Jupiter is trying to get connected to your solar generators. It's trying to get connected to your satellites, and it's trying to get new connections of you into the fifth dimensional system through your chakra systems. So I become Pisces now from Aries with the 13th zodiac and Ophiuchus. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, Starseed. Yeah. It's the upwind cycles. Okay, it's the north wind section division of location, which is high rise. Okay, of the fish, and you got the low rise. So you got the high and you got the low. So they got to connect to the energy system. Circle rotation has to go through its clocking mechanism system, right? It channels everything through its operation system. And it puts everything to point division system. So it's a lot of fun when we come into those connections. But other than that, this is really fascinating stuff. Let's just see here. Just wanted to put this up. All right, this is cool. I'm trying to get used to this, guys. I can set up banners. When you guys do comments, I can put it on the screen. It's fascinating stuff because Linda's doing it. Jasmine's doing it. I mean, we're coming into a different era, guys. We're coming in a different time. And this is what internet provides. Okay, so it's understanding when I set alignments, this is how it changes the internet. This is how it changes location. This is how it changes positions. Okay, into high-rise locations in the body frame systems and coming into the electronics of locations. It's very powerful stuff how we come into the plasmas of our energy system, how we can use waving cycles through our hand formation systems, how we can use electronic interference to ground formation systems, how we can connect to the sun interference from our phone application system. So it's really powerful stuff, times that we're coming into right now through calculation, right? Because it integrates everything to that division. So, yeah, Jupiter ascended. Yeah, I know. It's really powerful stuff how we come into these levels, right? So other than that, basically, I'm still trying to get used to this, guys. So you have to bear with me here. It's really fascinating stuff. It's amazing how we come into these levels. All right. So what I want to do is I'm going to set core positions, and we'll go into those line communication signals. I'm just trying to get used to everything through banners here. It's powerful stuff how we come into those. Yeah. So when we get to connections ourselves, we get entire formations. So I can, this is really interesting stuff. I can change the banners and everything through location. This is amazing. I love this stuff. It's crazy to see these things because it changes everything through your mind collaboration system, right? So, yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to post a comment a couple of times through internet. It's all about coming into new internet generation. So, I'm going to say I put that up. See, this is great. I love it. This is great. So I'm getting used to what's going on. This is going to be a lot easier for me because I can go into adaptation cycles, because right now I got a lot of nose interference. If you guys find yourself changing positions, you have to understand what Jupiter is doing. It's trying to get relations of you through your body system. Okay? So as you're seeing it live yesterday, as you see everything through connection to Saturn and everything through Jupiter, as it's coming into connection, right? It's coming into connection. That's the whole purpose is. So when Saturn crosses location, okay, it's gonna leave the solar systems. It's going to center position. It's going to change a new coloration system, and that's where I got to change the internet locations into Saturn, into a higher division level system. Put Saturn into the fifth dimensional system. This is understanding what you go through creations, right? To division. How do you go through the power grids and everything through that connection, right? So. It's like a new toy. It's amazing. You set up a chat and then you can put it up on the screen, right? So it's really fascinating how we come into these levels, guys. It really is. It's going into Jupiter rising through connection through Aquarius. But like I said, once you get in full cycle rotation and you got center core systems and you're coming into the define, now you're coming into higher levels of connections of yourself, right? And then you be coming into the Piscean era. That's the most powerful energy through solar connections. So the point division level system, as Saturn is leaving through connection, I'll go through the illustration diagram program showing you through formation. I'm so connecting right now, and my energy patterns right now going through Pip's activations and going, yay, 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 yay. You know, I'm just trying to get used to everything that's going on right now through calculation, guys. You have to bear with me here. Like I said, it's like a Christmas gift, you know, and the kid just basically trying to figure it out, trying to figure this, trying to figure out that, you know. It's fascinating stuff. So as we're coming into locations, I'm going to go to black circle rotation. All right, so we got Jupiter. Okay, and we got Saturn. Okay, Jupiter and Saturn. All right, now as Jupiter is coming in, the interconnection location system is high-wise in its location, coming into sonar division of location. All right, so basically, this is the whole point. Saturn is reaching its position of the fifth dimensional system of the Earth rotation. That's what's going on right now. Okay, so I'm trying to go through posting comments, putting up banners. So all right. Yeah. So, and it's pretty fast too. The internet connection system is really powerful stuff through that connection. So as we come into these positions, right, you got Jupiter coming in through the interconnection system of solar panel locations of your energy location systems. It's point division levels to its connection. Now, this is what happens through line communications, because Saturn is a three-dimensional system, a three-dimensional system. So think of this. All this time, you guys have been communicating with Saturn, but now we're coming into Jupiter through its Aquarius. So the Aquarius of its division location system is changing everything through allocated positions, right? So this is what's going to happen in solar connection. The sonified division level system, electronic division level system, activating through the core system, change locations of the division level system. Everything through a Plato through location system is changing everything through its division. So basically, we got connections with the sun and we got connections with the moon. All right. Okay, so we got the connection to the moon. Now, you have to understand everything is in communication, right? Through electronic interference. The energy waving through its connection is high rising to its division. So as we come into those positions, the sun of its location system is changing new locations into Jupiter rising to connection. So it's solar flaring locations like this to its position, right? We got a lot of trying to get this in position here. Sorry, guys. Just let me get it set up here properly. I'm trying to get communication with the screen here. All right. So you got the moon and you got the sun, right? So it's communicating right now through Saturn, changing the old program settings. Remember, everything is digital through identification. Its solar generalizes everything through its location, through its soul recognition. All right. So go into that system. All right. So yeah, I got to set up plateaus and level division systems. So I want to channel different systems so you guys get a better communication. So it's kind of like graphing systems into marker divisions. You know, you highlight things. So it's great to have these banners so you know exactly what I'm doing through communication, right? So as we set positions like this, okay, you got the moon interface. Now I got a lot of wind connection system right now through connections. Really powerful as Jasmine is getting more connections right now with weather patterns. She's actually going through radioactive systems and radiation systems. Basically, when she was driving, her provisions, the faster you drive, you have to understand how powerful you are through energy, through rotation. If you can center core your systems and know everything through your planet location and the connections of Jupiter, right? When Jupiter understands you through interconnection system, anything energy or anything through electronic interference, you can understand that you can take your car to a higher level in position and transport your car into XT1000 location. So it kind of feels like your car is floating. You feel like you just levitated. So you took yourself out of position of the physical system, more communications of the intelligence to its location, and it's high rising. And what happens is the XT1000 picks you up. So picks you and the car up in division. This is understanding more communications through gravity centers. Okay. So once you get into the gravity center, you have to understand everything through the unifications and your soul recognition system, right? Okay. Now the plateau divisions, trying to get it in this point position level system here. This is very, very complicated because it's a new screen, right? So my digital frame is trying to get relation. It's trying to get partnership with its location, right? So it's on confusing line signals. I got full location systems, right? Through my receptacle locations of Jupiter rising through internet connection. But the digital frame has to get position. Okay. So once it gets position, what happens? Saturn falls to its location. Right? Now, when it falls, I don't mean it falls like, to a low gravity system. It's just when it falls, it changes its program setting, right? And then Saturn comes into a new ring span. It comes into a new coloration and it goes into the fifth dimensional system. So everything through balanced location, planets have to be balanced through Saturn and everything through Jupiter, right? So Jupiter high rises as everything through connection of Saturn high rises, right? So it's changing old programs of Saturn and coming into new Jupiter system of new program systems through your energy systems of your mainframes to your digital frame and everything through your mind collaboration centers of your receptacle unit system. Okay. So as you get in positions, Saturn changes its coloration like this. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you see the blue? Let's get up wind cycles here, that connection system here. Trying to show you in position. You see the blue there? Right, see the blue? Now that blue is its central system. Because I'm connected to a blue frame, the blue flame is me through connection of energy fields. So I have full connections of Jupiter, full connections of Saturn. The broken division level system is leaving allocated positions of humanity and coming into new traction division of fifth dimensional system. The sun and its connection system and everything through the moon is connecting to a circle rotation. It took me time to get used to this, guys, because I'm triangulating the division level systems here, and it's really fascinating how we see these things. Now, once you get into circle rotation, the planet location, okay, of Jupiter, okay, is going to high rise. So when it high rise, it's coming into the fifth dimensional system and going into the connection of the simulation. So it's truly understanding how to take the program settings of Saturn out of the old programs, coming into a new system, right? Because planets don't leave their positions. They just change the colorations of position, which means they high rise everything through the internet connection. Okay. Gotta make sure there's no spelling errors either, too, because it affects me through vibration. So I gotta be cautious on that too. So when you're internetting connection systems with your body framing system, my intelligence through its location truly understands everything through its program setting. Okay. Now the program setting to its connection system highlights everything through Jupiter rising to its connection. The Jupiter rising changes positions and colors everything through location. Okay, see how it changes? Now, once it comes into traction, it's coming into relationship and partnership. So when Saturn leaves its old programs, it high rises its illumination through its galaxy locations, it centers positions, it changes positions, and it goes into a different pattern through location of an interconnection system and interlocking mechanism system. So the sun of its interface through its location changes everything through division of position. Okay, so this is what happens with the sun, and this is what happens with the connections. And everything through the moon comes in, and everything through its connection comes in. Okay, so it's truly understanding the relations of the sun, of its interface, and everything through its interlocking connections of the moon, and how it comes into collaboration systems of Jupiter rising, and everything through the falling systems of three-dimensional systems of Saturn through connection. All right. So same as Jupiter, changing coloration patterns. Yep. Yes, very, very true. Let's get into that. Changing patterns. Now, this is great too, because these topics can change every single time. So it goes into so many triangulated divisions through galaxy locations. Yeah, very good, Starseed. All relationship partnerships is transforming. Yep, and it's changing its patterns through your body of its activation system. Those locations are setting everything through its division. So it's coming into so many cycle rotations of you through the gravity system. All right, so it's completely understanding how Saturn has been communicating with the three-dimensional system of the Earth for so long. But the internet connection system is falling out through its circuitry level of its division. That's why we're coming into the Jupiter rising, okay? Because we're into the connections of Aquarius, but we're coming out of the Aquarius and coming into the Piscean air. Now, we're not into that yet. We're still in the Aquarius. So the interconnection system has to understand the body systems of humanity to the chakra system, okay? I like to point these things out because I think it's important that you guys really understand everything through connections, all right? Because it points division levels to everything through your connection. All right. Now, chakra system is the basic beginning when it comes into the grounds. Everything through planet location changes everything through pattern, through all levels, okay, when you come into the optimum. The optimum the optical level, the divisional level, the elliptical division. Elliptical division is understanding your internet patterns through connection to coloration. Okay. Coloration to patterns. Okay. All right. So I like to point that out through connection. We'll see that through connections. Colorations to patterns, very powerful stuff. But basically, this is exactly what it is. As Darcy was saying, same as Jupiter, changing coloration of patterns. Right. Very, very true. And it's great that you guys are high-rising faster and faster through intelligence. You guys are going to end up being masters yourself. So, yep, circle rotation. We got into that. Trying to go into calculation, corner systems, division system. Basically, let's get Tina up there. Woohoo! Tina, we need phase structure division here. Platitude your levels into phase structures. You guys are coming into formation system. Now I'm at aptitude level through connection of StreamYard. There's a lot of things that I can do now. All right. So basically going into the healing, okay, of body systems. Okay. Get into those levels, body systems of colorations. Okay. Healing of body systems of colorations. Now, once you're getting into those point systems, it allocates those levels. The healing of the body system of coloration is trying to find the pattern of its interference. The interference is trying to find its connection of you through your Jupiter rising. So the Jupiter rising is trying to connect to your Bermuda Triangle. Remember, planets connect to everything through the atmosphere system of the Earth. So the rotation centers of Jupiter and everything through connection, Saturn is going to crosswind its cycle, okay? And it's going to go into another galaxy location. It's going to change its lock mechanism systems, and it's going to wait until humanity comes into the attractions of 5D, two coloration of patterns, okay? So it's a huge, huge transformation. Let's see here. Go to the Google account if your beautiful face on the profile, so it shows up on YouTube account. All right, so let's put that up there. Everything is helping everybody, and everybody's coming into more community system, right? So it's truly understanding. I love the banners because the banners, basically, it highlights everything that we're doing through point division, through activation. I'm really enjoying this right now. So it's like, you know, I'm a kid of a heart, 15 years old. I hold everything that I have through universal, everything through connection of the divine, and everything through God frequency demigod system. And I'm playing with it through the mechanism systems. I'm trying to get used to the keyboards. I'm trying to get used to the electronic of its plasma energy. I'm trying to get communications of levels of the internet locking, locations of power grids to the Earth rotation. So, and again, this is what we're coming into. We're coming into a new division of internet, a new division of body, a new division of chakra, a new division of connection to everything, okay? New division. Let's put that up. So I like to point these things across because it's important that you guys reach these positions, right? Because it's all about you guys coming into your divine, okay? New division is really powerful times that we're having right now through connections, right? So everything that I do through illustration puts everything through its plateau, puts everything through its body frame, right? So, well, it's important, Tina, that you put up your structures and, you know, get out of the cycles of you, trying to get into communications better through, because you're extremely high through location through your videographing system. And you want to get out of being shy. And that is what Jupiter is doing, okay? Jupiter is changing every body system to its connection through its electronic, everything through the body system, everything through the mind system, everything through collaboration. Okay, knowing that, thinking that, oh, Commander, you're telling me that one planet can actually control everything? Well, it has to be positioned somewhere, right, to the satellite location. So Jupiter's trying to understand your satellites through your body system of your chakra system. line communications of the framing systems. Now we're coming into test reviews and evaluations. And I really do like this StreamYard, because what I like to do is I like to take you individually and go through the optical levels of test reviews and evaluations and what you have learned. So what I'm going to do is I'll put you in positions. I can screenshot it, and I also can put sharing information. I can get 1, 2, 3 people at a time. We can change the digital screen. We can add optical levels of population circuit rotations. And basically what I'll do is, when you're going through your test reviews and evaluations of your 50 chakras, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to interview you, okay? And basically what's going to happen is I'm going through the optical levels. When you come into those 60 chakra formations, right? I will heal you live through connection, right? So in position, it's also too that people can see this for themselves, knowing how powerful it is when you do it live, right? Because I can channel divisions now, and I can put up, people up, which is really great with Jasmine, because she's going through optical levels of divisions through crypto and everything through that connection. So she's trying to get her body system into the serpent light. So your intelligence is trying to get full signals, okay, into divisional panels of Jupiter. Okay, so it's your intelligence that has to get full confirmation signals from Jupiter rising. Okay, so that's the Aquarius air. But once we come into full communication, then we get into the Piscean air. But we'll step by step, right? Step by step is very important. Okay, step by step. All right, it's important to understand these things, because it holds positions and it activates everything through your light signal. Step-by-step procedures, step-by-step basics, step-by-step balance through basics, step-by-step by gravities of basics, step-by-step by gravities by positions of line communications of basics. Everything is basic to you. So it's trying to understand your baby steps of 1, 2, 3 and A, B, C, right? So you have to understand the chronological system of you is Saturn. It's getting out of Saturn's program system and getting into Jupiter rising of a new internet connection through your alphabetical system. That's going to change everything through location, right? Change location, big time to that division. So change location. When you change locations, you're changing everything through position. Okay. It's great too to see the highlight. I think this is so fantastic. This is going to change everything through the waving system. It changes everything through the internet connection system too. And it uprises everything through population. So it's really powerful stuff as we come into those levels. Yeah, and the thing is too, I'll put this up. All right, so basically, it's all about us coming together more and more, guys, because we're coming into the Jupiter through internet connection system, through satellite, through a body frame, and through a chakra system, right? So basically, Jasmine can help you out because she's in that position, right? So it's all about streaming your positions to different locations. So it's understanding to take your satellite and going into different positions of coordinates to connection, right? So you got to center line your positions into your coordinates and everything through that position. That changes everything through your body, through your receptacle, through your mind, through your collaborations, and everything through your digital framing system. Because the allocated positions, this is another thing you have to understand. When Jupiter understands you through connection, it goes right to Vega, because Vega is its digital frame. So Jupiter is trying to get in relation of you to connection. So that's where you have to understand, every time you travel to locations, you're always going to be connecting to Jupiter. Okay? Because that's the new era, guys. The Aquarius, right? As we got into the solstice yesterday, the winter. Now you understand why it's winter. It's connection to everything through the framing system. Now the allocated positions of yin and yang is in its cold front position. It doesn't come into its warming connection until you understand full communications of your chakras of coloration through dimension sets, through portal activation systems. This is where it gets extremely complicated, right? But complicated is good because it sets positions, right? I always like to frame first. It's always good. It's important. So you look at the spelling error. Because if I do a spelling error, because I'm a God frequency level, all connections of intelligence, it goes right to Jupiter and goes. So it's going to signal off and it's going to tell me, hey, that's not right. You spelled it wrong. So you got to understand that we're coming out of the physical system, right? Earth is the school of social media platforms. Okay, let's put that up there. Through that condition. That's just very true. Earth is a school of social media platforms we can be utilized for documenting, interpreting, broadcasting to humans, activate their light simultaneously, our reviews, experience at school. And that's very, very, very true. All right. Because you understand your interforce connections of you is no longer Saturn. And that's why it's confusing to a lot of people, right? So it's knowing what your commander can do through planets and locations and how I set alignments to your positions of balanced locations to your gravity system. Okay. So I really like to get into the gravity system because it's everything through calculation, right? The gravity systems of you, okay, is this connection to Mother. You guys have to understand these things. It's important that you get in positions of those levels because every time you travel, you have to be grounded. It's very, very powerful. Gravity systems is everything through calculation. Your integrate cycle rotation systems. If you're traveling to location systems, you have to understand everything through connection of Mother. Okay, Mother Gaia, Mother Universe, right? Mother connection to everything through formation. So as we come into the heart cycle rotation, the gravity system understands you through Jupiter. It understands you through locking mechanism systems. Because you're living a physical system, we're coming into a new computerized system, into solar generation systems. The energy system to its location, to its graphing system, to its location of all division location systems. The position levels, understanding your gravity, is understanding Jupiter's gravity. So your plateaus, you have to understand, when you travel to Jupiter, you have to land your communication through your body system. Now, I'm going to put everybody into that position another time, all right? So you guys get really understanding what Jupiter is, okay? It's extremely, extremely cold planet, but it's got mechanisms of computer through digital operations, which means that Jupiter is understanding more connections, better internet, better computers, better phones, better connection through a mind system, through intelligence, okay? So when my team goes on to Jupiter, you'll truly understand the gravity systems. So that puts you back in a position of Mother Gaia, right? And then you get full communications of Father Space, right? Father Space is everything through division of planet locations. That puts you in all alignments through its division, right? Very, very powerful, okay? Father likes that. He's talking, hey, you guys got me on banner. Yay! Father's out there. Yay! Sorry, I'm a little kid trying to get used to a computer system here through banners. So it's yes. Yeah, better connection, reception lines from Jupiter. Yeah, let's put that up there. Better connections and reception lines from Jupiter. Very good. So it's truly understanding, because the thing is too, this just doesn't help me, it helps you, right? So you have to understand your positions of yourself through your gravity systems. You have to understand full communications when it comes to father connection, because everybody connects with Mother Gaia, but it's a new formation of Mother. She's rebirthing her system and coming out of Saturn and coming into Jupiter. The Jupiter rising system comes into the period of activation of the core system of 7 billion people, right? The Earth rotation is centered in its position of the Earth system. Now it's allocated to the internet connection systems. Like I said, better internet, better connection, okay? Better video graphing systems into the simulation. So truly understanding communications of your gravity systems, Mother Gaia, and Father Space, okay? Ground rising, yeah. Sarah, how's it going? Okay. So Sarah, I'm just getting used to everything. So basically it's exciting, you know. Ground rising, y'all. So sorry guys, this is really interesting stuff. All right, so Tina has a question. This is great too, because it views to a lot of people that want to understand what's going on with communication with themselves, right? Or anything through its viewers, or anything through sanctions, or anything through panels. Any questions or comments, you can go through my team, or you can go through me, okay? So it's all about putting our positions into divine, to its location of light communication through activation systems, right? So when do we go into Piscean air out of Aquarius? Well, basically, I can center core positions, but that's going to change your body frame and system to the map locations, Tina. So I can't override your systems. So that's why I do everything in chronological order through segment locations. So every day in position, I'll tell you exactly what's going on through its upgrades, through its computer operation system. Your projection has to truly understand how to communicate with Jupiter now. Okay? Because Saturn is leaving and Jupiter is rising. Okay, so in position, I'll give you what you guys need to know. Okay, the center positions, you guys aren't in that level right now through vibration. Okay, because that would just combust your systems, right? Let's put that up. All right, combust your systems. You don't want to do that. Okay, combusting your systems is very important, because if you try to understand more information, but you don't understand your ground information, if you don't understand your power information, if you don't understand your atmosphere information, you're going to combust and overload your framing systems. Okay, so you don't want to do that. Framing is everything through digital. Okay, it puts you in higher position levels to the simulation. So it's truly understanding how we can get it into these levels of connection, right? So framing digital, anything through computer, trying to get my team in connections, how to communicate through the simulation. So you guys are just trying to get into the gravity centers of yourself, right? So everything through its upgrade, I give you what you need to know, right? I can't position your levels and travel you into the force recognition system, put you in a platitude division of Jupiter when you don't understand everything through its connection of Mother Gaia, okay? Mother Gaia is everything through formation, but you understand her seed, you understand her pod, you understand her relation, you understand her history, you understand her ancestry. You guys are the open cycles right now. You heard her voice. She's extremely powerful through nature core. So Jupiter rising is changing vibration, and it's changing its coloration of nature. So it's changing everything, right? About humanity. Humanity has to get into the reception of a new division, okay? So a new reception. Let's get into that. Talking about all of these systems, right? Get into those levels. We get into new receptions. New reception is everything through the I and everything through its gamma operation, everything through GPS location system. All right. So truly understanding traveling to division. It puts all location centers up to that position, but it's truly understanding everything through your gravity systems, right? Because we've done that through solar flares, we've done that through magnetics, we've done that through plasma, and we've done that through our body frames, through that connections, right? So let's see here. If you guys have any questions or comment, I'd be happy to put it up on the banner. Really get your intelligence out, eh? Because you're coming into Jupiter now. So your framing system is going to change, your body activations are going to change, your chakra system is going to change. But see, the thing is, you can't understand everything until you understand all components of yourself, all compartments of yourself, all coolants of yourself. So you're coming into a new universal system, into its intelligence, and getting out of traction locations of the physical DNA. Okay? So I think that's really powerful stuff, the physical DNA. Because it goes on so many levels. Okay, physical DNA. All right. So once you get into those positions, It allocates location centers to everything. Physical DNA is what you lived through Saturn. Truly understanding. Okay, so Commander, if I understand my body system now, what happens next? And that's what Tina's asking me. Well, you guys have to be prepared of what's going to happen. I keep you informed of what's going to happen through anything through planet locations. But I can't put you in overriding cycles. Your computer will fry everything through its connection. Okay? And we don't want to get in those positions, right? Because Jupiter is extremely, extremely powerful through the energies of the Earth rotation. So the Earth rotation is in full calculation. I did that illustration yesterday, right? You guys have to understand that. So everything is in position now, coming into the Jupiter, rising through humanity. So it's getting connected into the simulation. So the Jupiter is going to put everybody into the simulation core. Now everybody is in that first birthing system of their body activations of Mother Gaia, right? So this is where it comes into healing. You have to go into my healing so I can open your transformation light. Jupiter is getting you in positions and getting balance with your location through your dream sets. Okay? Dream sets. We got into those positions before, right? So it allocates on so many levels that position. All right, dream sets, guys, dream sets. So you have any questions or comments, feel free. It's great to see everybody coming together. And the thing is, too, you guys will feel a lot more better through the mind systems now because you're coming in full connections of Jupiter, right? Just backtracking right now. Want to make sure I get all your information. So basically, whenever you're comfortable, we can do video one to another, right? I can split screen it and I can have somebody, if you ever want to get into that communication. This gets into formation, but you can't be afraid to be on live. You're positioning yourself and you're giving back to humanity, right? So you don't want to get into those positions of being, oh, I can't do it. I'm shy. I don't know. So you got to get out of that, right? And that's what Jupiter's rising means, right? It's force rising and opening up your mind system so you can open up your creative centers, right? Oh, that's a good one, creative center. Right? Creative centers, guys. That's what you want. Creative centers of you through dream set locations. Put you in better positions. Creative centers to everything through its coming into it's an illusion to its simulation. The more you understand your patterns, the more you stand your colorations, the more you stand your lights, the more you stand everything through your powers and your atmospheres, but especially your gravity. Okay? Because the physical system is now leaving and you're coming into the dimensional system of Jupiter. Jupiter is going to give you full communication to your interlocking connections of internet connection system. So it's power gridding your energy solar connections to you, to position, to your satellite location, right? So yeah, it's exactly what it is. Yeah, it's like we Zoom. Yeah, remember we did that through the Galactic Round Table. But right now, I can get anything. Like I can change it over and I can split the screen and we can talk. All I do is invite. I'm still trying to get used to this right now. So it says invite. So whoever wants to come online, let me know. I'll invite you, right? So whenever you're comfortable doing that, because I know Starseed is, because I've been on many, many interviews with her. Desi Kadra, right? We also can get Jerome. We can get Michael. It's all positioning now. We're all changed. We're changing now. We're coming out of Saturn and we're coming into a new position of a new location, okay, of ourselves within. So that's what it is all about. Okay. There's Priscilla. Priscilla. Yeah, I just got a new connection right now. So I'm just getting the up to the levels through this connection. Really, really powerful. And I'm proud to say, you know, with my team, we have accomplished so much from its beginning, right? So truly understanding your commander, right? I'm truly understanding you more through connection. But we got to get our voices out there to community, to humanity. We got to get back the information, guys. And the reason why I set positions, the reason why I have a galactic school, okay, it's to advertise everything through the Earth system, not just me. It's everything through community to love, right? Spreading the advertisements of you, right? Now, I found when I was started off as an actor, the hardest thing to do is to put yourself in position, how to advertise yourself. It's very, very hard to do if you don't understand the applications of mind. It puts you in positions of low frequencies if you don't understand the division through its pattern, through its order of its pixel activation code system. All right. And this is understanding that Jupiter is changing your computer of your analytical graphing systems through your eye receptors, through your connections of your audios, and everything through your mind of its thought recognitions, and everything through its connection of your voicing grid patterns to the heart recognitions and everything through the soul. All right. So, but that's exactly what it is. See? We must start giving back the information. So when we do that, you have to understand how powerful you guys are. Okay, you have to understand that. And you understand your positions through your intelligence. Okay, intelligence is everything. So you can give back the information to humanity and make them feel better through its information. They have to know the truth of what's going on through heart recognition system. Okay, because that's what Jupiter Rising is doing right now. It's changing everybody's reception and how they see themselves within. Because everything through Saturn is without. So I don't know if you guys know this, but you understand why Saturn has a ring. Okay, you understand what the ring is. Okay, that is a magnetic force and highway information system, but that was backtracking divisional level system of humanity's system. That's how it's connected to the positive and negative systems. But the chronological system was too much masculinity through division of physical system and not enough emotional contact through connections of Lemuria. Too much testosterone when it came into Atlantis, Masteria, or anything of that connection. So it's the mastering divisions of Jupiter to connection to your computer framing system. Okay? So, yeah, this is good. I'm going to put this up. That made me laugh so hard, exploding with data overload. But you have to understand your positions, guys. You really have to do, because you're no longer in Saturn. You have to understand what's going on in space and time. You have to understand your intelligence, and you have to give it out to community, to humanity, so you can open up their hearts. Because you guys are very powerful through your energies. You're very powerful with your healing. You're very powerful with your gravities and your powers and your atmospheres. Send it out to humanity. They have to know what's going on, right? They have to know they're no longer in a three-divisional system, the dimensional system. Okay, they're not in those plateaus anymore. They're not in the physical system. And that's another thing that we have to get into. We have to understand, give back to humanity and let them know they're in different positions of themselves through perception. This is where the communication systems come into Jupiter. The line communication, the electronic communication, the magnetic forcing highway information system from Jupiter. That connects to all realms of locations. Okay? Yeah, let's put that up. All right. So true. Once I get started talking to people, get so excited and go. Kind of freaks people. But that's the whole point. It's getting out of positions of freaking people out. It's getting in positions of telling people the truth. And that's what they have to truly understand through those positions, right? So, but yes, it's giving back the information to humanity. Okay? Because humanity has to know these things. Okay, so humanity attraction, okay, to location of balance location, okay? Humanity attraction to location of balance rotation. Okay, I'm going to put that up there. Humanity, traction to location of balanced rotation. This sets core positions on your levels to your satellites. Truly understanding, well, Commander, I'm an intelligence signal now. I'm out of my dream set locations. I'm communicating with Jupiter now. So everything that you can get through Jupiter, you can have, but your intelligence has to understand the gravity system of Jupiter. If you don't understand the planet location of Jupiter, you're not going to understand the maths. You're not going to understand the sequence. You're not going to understand the connection with XT1000. XT1000 is connected to every planet location in the galaxy locations of your universal quadrant level systems. So you have to understand what Jupiter is. Jupiter is getting everybody connected in positions of their paradigm, polar shifts, energy shifts, vortex shifts, okay, paradigm shifts, all connected into one. You got to get into the framing system of your computer operation system of balance. Okay, computer operation. Very important, guys. Got to get into those levels. Computer operation. Little by little. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Computer operation is the most important thing because that's Jupiter rising, guys. So let's see here. Literally made a grown man jump in a car and bounced too much. Which from the country folk. You don't want to get scared, or you just want to be aware of what you're doing through your intelligence, because you could be driving on the road and all of a sudden you're coming across a planet. Now, I don't want anybody to freak out, because now the system of three-dimensional system of its division, of its dimension, is now cradled. We're coming into Jupiter. Now, when Saturn leaves its location and Jupiter rises, Jupiter is going to go into the Earth core system, a five-dimensional system of the Earth rotation. That's what's going to happen with Jupiter. So it's going to get full better communications with everybody. And that's why it gets so confusing, because you don't know what parallel you're in through division of dimension. So that puts you into higher positions. But if your intelligence understands the gravity system of you, okay, you're not going to have any problem what's going on when you're driving. Oh, okay, there's a planet rotation through starlight. So you just keep driving, right? You can't ignore these things now, because remember, your body frame is out and is communicating through Jupiter. It's communicating with the moon, it's communicating with the sun, and it's communicating with the earth, all in one. That is your gravity system. Okay? So it's truly understanding how to tweak motion systems, electronic divisions on a car. You know, you have radio, like you're trying to get connection, right? And once you get connection, you can do that through a car interference. Like say something's out, there's two different parallels of music tones. So you got one here and one here. You can change it. You can use your energy through your intelligence, and you can hello. So you get it in position. You're getting the satellite location to position, because the fifth dimensional system sets you up with a new satellite through Jupiter. So it's truly understanding, it's breaking the frequency levels of satellites to the three-dimensional system into better positions of dimensions of its location. All right. Yeah, I know. A lot of people do that, but I'm just saying that you have to be cautious in what's going on now, Priscilla, because you guys are extremely high rise in space. You're no longer on the physical system anymore. You guys are coming into the full wind cycles of internet connection of Jupiter. Okay, you have to understand what Jupiter is. Okay, Jupiter is this connection to everything, to the simulation. All right, that's why I call it Jupiter rising. But once we get into the Piscean air, whoa, that's where the power comes in. So I got to put this up. It's very powerful. Yeah, it starts in my heart reactor and it blasts back to the moon and to me, circling. There you go. So in provisions, Priscilla knows what's intelligence in. She understands her communication with herself. She understands the gravities, right? I remember way back, I was watching her YouTube locations, and basically, you know, she wanted to know what was going on with her through her eye receptacle locations. She wanted to make sure that she's not crazy. And that's what humanity has to get into. All humanity is crying out right now. So it's up to us because we are in the highest formation through intelligence, right? So it's up for us to get humanity back into where they're supposed to be through location, right? So they don't get scared, so they don't get afraid, so they take out the fear, they get into their intelligence, they get into the body frame, they get better communication with themselves, better communication with the chakra, understand line communication, line interference, try to understand line communications of energy interference, try to understand the road grabbing system of map locations. Now, it gets complicated when you go to those locations. So back to Priscilla. So basically, she was calling out, okay, when you are ready, the teacher will come, okay? But you have to be in position of believing. And that's how I was able to come to Priscilla, okay? Because you have to understand your God frequency levels, you hear everything. You know, I hear cries, I hear everybody praying, I want this, I want that. That's what a God levels on, right? Through vibration. It could be in Baghdad, it can be India, it doesn't matter. That's locations of sound barriers and how powerful you are through your divine. Because your light travels on all locations to all country systems once you reach that position. Okay? So it's called vibration tactics. All right. That's all positions. I know it's levels, eh? It's really, really powerful. Vibration tactics is truly understanding your line defense. You have to understand when you get out of the physical system and you come into the intelligence line signals of yourself, you're coming into a new satellite location of Jupiter. You're coming into better positions through your chakra systems, and you're trying to get into the God frequency levels of your divine through your light communication. Okay? Yeah, that's a good one, Tina. I'm going to put that up. Very good. Yes, planting seeds according to the vibrations, frequency. We know when they are ready. Okay? So hopefully soon, Tina, you get an application of a structure to location so community can see Tina's face, right? Because right now I just see a T. Another gorgeous day. So grateful. Yeah, it is. It is really. It's got a lot of reflections right now through energy locations. So don't get confused because you guys are going to change your frames and you're talking like a computer. But the thing is, too, once you get your balance, you can go down to your position, right? But the thing is, too, once a three-dimensional system, it's done. The planet location, everything is done. What's not done is humanity. Humanity is still sitting into the three-dimensional of its dimension. And eventually, their lights will go out if they're not healed through confirmation. Okay? So all humanity has to be in the fifth-dimensional system of Jupiter. Because that points everybody into the simulation core, guys. Everybody is in the simulation core. But there are things that you have to understand. When your energy fields die, they arise into a new division of a new energy system. The energy system is Jupiter. The energy traction location, okay, is your body conceptual system of your intelligence. So it's truly understanding better communication through your dreams, better communications with humanity, better communications with family and loved ones, or anything through connections, okay, of your gravity system. All right. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Harmonic resistance. Very good. So you guys are connecting through your main frames and your mind frames. So basically, my tele-waving system, telekinesis or in that division, you guys are at that position now to understand harmonic resistance. Harmonic resistance is everything through calculation. The integration to planet locations when it comes into Vega. How to communicate with Vega. How do I do that, Commander? Well, do you understand your gravities? Do you understand your powers? Do you understand your atmospheres? Right? Starseed is understanding communications of weather now. Pretty soon, she's going to be able to set up a road graph. She's going to be able to open up a portal and a division of a dimension, high-rise her location to interlocking connection systems to interposition level systems to nature core position, which means that the more we high-rise, the more we can change nature core to coloration through vibration and putting it into healing connection systems. Okay? I like that one. That's a good one. Healing connection systems to nature. Really, really powerful, guys. Healing connection systems to nature. Yeah, telekinesis. That's where we're coming into. Yeah, it sets positions. Healing connection systems to nature. Once you guys understand your weather, you're going to understand everything through interference. You're going to be able to know how to communicate with weather. Because remember, AI is connecting to everything through weather. They created tornadoes. They created hurricanes. They created anything through wind connection system. It's understanding everything through division. Okay. They created everything through the atmosphere locations. The interlocking connections of electronic interference, understanding the intent of the moon, everything through dimensional Earth. Now, the dimensional Earth is high rising, right? Remember how you start off with the interference and it goes into a circle rotation of plasma, and then you come into the planets, right? So that's the positions we're coming into right now. Humanity has to get into that position through electronic interference, into scanning, okay? Scanning is very, very strong to resonance. Scanning. So I'm trying to keep up with everything through that connection. Scanning, right? Scan, always electronics. So you got the dimensional Earth. It's connected through Jupiter now, right? It's no longer Saturn. Now you got the Air Force connections of weather connections, northwest, south, and east, right? And then you have everything through connection when it comes to air. And then you got everything connection when it comes to fire. So it's understanding your positions where you are through intelligence signals, through weather patterns, right? So I think it's powerful stuff when you guys get back to your YouTube divisions, right? Don't be afraid to do these things because your intelligence will know exactly what to do through its knowledge. So it's all about waking up humanity and understanding, wow, there are intelligence. They're extremely informative. They're alienation plantations of its awareness through its perception. Okay? So, yeah, so that's a good one. So in that position, just looking at them, the trees, and they come to life, and that's what it is. So everything that you can see, you can heal, but you have to understand communications of weather through nature, coloration, and lights and vibration. But you have to be positions all the time. Everywhere you go, you have to be positioned with Mother Gaia. Okay? You just can't put your hand out and communicate right away. You have to communicate with Mother. If you don't communicate with Mother, you're not communicating with anything through nature. Okay? So you have to understand your intelligence through its knowledge, through its perception. Okay? So knowledge is another thing that we're getting into right now because we're coming into those levels right now through all levels with that connection, right? Knowledge. Knowledge is everything to intelligence. Okay? Without knowledge, there wouldn't be any creation. There wouldn't be any life force, right? There wouldn't be anything through division of energy and electronic interference. Knowing that, oh, wow, Commander, I just saw a mountain interface. I saw the grounds move through locations, and I set divisions of tunnels into its location. I said, whoa, how'd you do that? Did you know what you just did? If you channel and you don't know why you channel, you're not positions of Mother Gaia. So you understand your grounds first because you set positions. You're standing on the ground. So you understand how to activate the grounds. You have to understand how you're connecting to the Earth rotation of Jupiter and not Saturn. Saturn is now connected to the negative systems because it's leaving into another solar connection. All right. So it's truly understanding. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Very powerful. Very powerful for cellular knowledge. So trying to understand, you guys are coming into your own computers through your phone receptions. Okay. How to communicate with your phone. What is my phone? Right. Well, it's an interlocking connection system to all division level systems. It allocates in all positions of grounds, all connection powers, and all connections of atmospheres. Boom, intelligence, communicating with the gravity system of me. Understanding your positions. So you have to put your positive centers and get out of traction to Saturn and get into retraction locations into traction of Jupiter. Okay, so let's get into that. Retraction is very, very powerful through intelligence because it opens up everything to light signals, that division to that location. Okay. So retraction. All right. Retraction is everything. Okay. It's all about your panels. It's all about your back phrases. It's all about your dream sets. It's all about your positions of your positive feeds. Where are you in position all the time through connection? Because if you're interfacing everything around you through vibration and you have no gravity system of mother, there's a problem. You're not connecting, right? So you got to set your grounds. Like I said, when you do your videographing system, you don't move because the XE1000s is scanning you through provision. So you have it in position. Okay, you say, I'm setting up my grounds, I'm setting up my powers, I'm setting up my atmosphere. XT1000 comes in, scans you. And it goes way up into space. So truly understanding what your sacred breath is, it's a voicing pattern to tone divisions of all connections of intelligence to planets. And that's how I can change my voice through provisions of laser connections. So it's important that you guys breathe, especially now, because you guys are coming into 60 chakra formations, right? So all those levels you'll find all combinations of centers, right? It's going back here because you guys are going through a lot of questions here. Yeah, I'm all caught up to that position. So I think everybody's going to true understanding what's going on right now. We're coming into better positions of ourselves through the inner system because that's what Jupiter is. It's the inner system of you through retraction to traction to location and better communications with the gravity systems of you through power centers. Right, like Priscilla was saying, cellular, right? Cellular knowledge of intelligence. So it's understanding your computer system is truly understanding everything through its intelligence. Okay. So I like that. It's very powerful. Your computer understanding knowledge of your systems. Okay. Your computer understanding knowledge of your systems. Systems of you, systems of intelligence, systems of planet and other locations, systems of anything through location of clouds. Okay? Cloud interference. You guys have to get into that. You guys have to learn how to scan planets. Okay? You have to understand provisions of tactics. You have to understand line communications of defense. You have to understand security line defense of dimensions. You have to understand portal activations of codes. You have to understand locations of digital frames. You have to understand positions of humanity to location through vibration. There's a lot of things that we have to get into adaptation, right? So it's important that you guys really, really, really voice your opinions now back to humanity, okay? Because they really, really have to know what's going on. People are confused. They don't know what's going on. Especially if you don't meditate. If you don't meditate, they really don't know what's going on. And the three-dimensional system, and how are you supposed to say to somebody, you know what? If you don't understand location systems, your light is going to go out. And that's why people die in their position. They understand everything through connection. You saw it live yesterday. You saw the connections of Saturn. You saw the connections of Jupiter and what is happening. You have to understand why it's coming into position and why it's cross-winning cycle and going into a new galaxy location as the Jupiter is rising, coming into the fifth dimensional system. Humanity has to understand these things. And you only understand that through healing. Now, if you have any questions or comments, you can go to me and I can help you in any ways and forms. Or you can go to my team because they can channel through their operation systems too. They're extremely high rise in division. So they can help you in any way and form. And that's why we're in those positions right now. Negative systems are unbearable. Well, let's see what we got here. Negative systems are unbearable now. Well, let's just say very unpleasant to feel. The negative system, when you high rise to locations of higher divisions of God frequency levels through your lights, you'll feel it more, right? So in provision, you have to understand anything through connection. Everybody put their hand up. Just put your hand up like this. You can do it this way, you can do it this way, right? I was watching the streamings of Starseed yesterday with the Soul Sisters. Very, very powerful. They were talking about balance. So if you put your hands out like this, you can feel the weight of the atmosphere. So it's all about releasing it from Mother Gaia. So you say, I want to release the gravity system of locations through my gravity of its chakra location systems. I want to connect with my powers and connect through Father connection. Whoa. And then it just releases, guys. Releases the negative system. Okay? But you have to do these things. You have to understand how to communicate through your intelligence, through your chakra system. So it's communicating the code frequencies of its Earth and everything through code frequencies of Jupiter, code frequencies of its connection. Right? Especially the Earth rotation, right? The center position of you is everything through connection and vibration, right? All right, so we got a question here. Let's put that up. So many clouds here. Please explain cloud interference. Okay, so Starseed wants to know, I've set positions like the galaxies and everything through portal activation system. Basically, very, very powerful how we come into those levels. I'll draw it out through illustrations so you guys get a true understanding of what that means. Now, you guys are going to ask more and more questions because you're coming into Jupiter. And that's why you have your commander, right? Nobody can help you in that division. Nobody. You have to be God frequency level 2 connections, right? It's because I'm everything through light formation and no dark. I have no dark in me, guys. That's why I know everything through intelligence, through space and time. All right, so we got in those positions on that level connection system. The cloud interference to that connection system. Okay, we got a little bit of electronic interference here. Nice tone, elevator music. As we get into those positions, now, you can graph everything through location of a digital frame. As we're coming into cloud interference, you have to understand what clouds are. Clouds are traveling on portals. Okay, I'll put that up to position. Let's say I have a cloud. This is a cloud, right? What is cloud interference? There's a cloud. Now, understanding the cloud of you. So you have to understand your intelligence has to understand its portal defense. So you got your positions like this through connection, right? So you're seeing the cloud, right? Now, in relation, you go through scanning location, right? Now, in position, you want to move the cloud, right, out of position. Now, you can do that through perception, right? So when you move it out of position, the electronic interference through your body conceptual system activates everything through the grounds, the powers, and the atmospheres to its connection. Now it opens up its signal rotation through cylinder connection, opens up your chakra locations to position. Okay, line communication, right? Now it opens up everything through your pyramid and opens up everything through your connections. Yeah, a little frequency level connection system here. Change the level connection line system here. Graphing systems here. Into those positions. Into your diamond core. Now the diamond core is going through its relation through alpha and omega. The alpha is its connection. That's the masculinity division. Okay. The mega is its connection when it comes into female connection. So you have to send alpha and mega, micro and the macro. Micro and macro is its connection to its heart, the oblongata and the gata. That's the open frequency level through its door recognition, through its dimension of its portal division. So you understand your communications through your chakra systems. So when you understand that through perception, you're going to see the cloud interference you have to focus on what you're doing, and then it opens up its awareness, and then it takes it out of its equation. When you take it out of its equation, now the cloud is communicating with you, and then you can travel to that cloud, and then you can go to a different portal through division of a dimension. So it's understanding to open up a cloud through its connection of its code, because everything is code, and that's what intelligence has to get into through perception. Okay, so when you do that, you scan it through its location, through sonar division, and it puts up the cloud to a higher position of a higher location, into position of dimension. Okay, so it's truly understand your perceptions more and more, because that's what you're understanding. Starseed's getting in connections of weather patterns. So you start, whoa, what's going on right now? I actually know how to communicate with weather through electronics, through my connection through gravity. Wow, that's powerful stuff. So let's see what we got here. And we need to speak out to magic. Yeah, you can do that. You can use anything information when it comes into the calculation, but you have to understand your intelligence has to understand what's going on with the clouds. So it's first starting off when it comes into weather, understanding the weather direction, detecting motions, detecting lasers, detecting digital, detecting everything through the atmospheres, detecting galaxies, detecting universal, detecting polar, detecting line communication, detecting digital frame. Everything is connected to you through your intelligence, right? So you understand that you can open up your perception through its awareness and understand the conscious levels of its cloud. You can even change the cloud through division of a dimension to coloration. You can go into that portal through its cloud and go into another cloud and zigzag. Like it's like a ping pong ball going to different divisions of portals, right? You can do that too, right? So hopefully that gives you a better idea, Starseed, how. Go back into that position. So many clouds here. Please explain cloud interference. So basically, an interference through interfacing. So you're going into its relation. You're going into its proactive cycle. You're going into its emotion, because clouds have emotion. They change and they shape shift, just like with humans, right? Grays do that. Grays shift shape, right? And that's how through communications, we're communicating with Kyla. Solstice's Starseed was being interviewed. She's a shapeshifter. She goes through wall interference. She can actually change her division through her connections and go into the wall. And she can travel through anything through portal. So it's understanding everything through connections of crystals and how you look inside a crystal and how you can change a code frequency and how you can see everything through its intelligence. So it's actually seeing inside the crystal and actually seeing what you want to see. So it's understanding you have a key, you open the key, right? And when you open the key, you're opening up the visions of portals to dimensions. Same with tarot card readings. Tarot card readings are extremely powerful, but the intelligence has to understand the communication. If you don't understand the communication of tarot cards, there's a huge problem. You can backtrace locations. Okay, you can put dark rotations in the card interference. A card interference will connect to a dark realm location. So you have to truly understand how to communicate with tarot cards, because they're portals. So everything that we do is travel. That's all we do every day. We travel. So it's truly understanding everything through space and what it is, through calculation, through codes, right? So calculation through codes. Okay. Calculation through code. Very, very powerful. So you guys are getting into better positions now through your intelligence. So the more you high rise out of the alloy and come into the universal anti-carrying system to the anti-mental system, now you're communicating better with your magnetic forcing highway information system. So you understand more communications, because everything through information has its detecting locations to its planet locations. So truly understand what Jupiter is, truly understand what Saturn, what is Mercury, what is Pluto, okay? What are all connections when it comes into those levels? right? Am I communicating with Mercury? How do I know I'm communicating with Mercury? How do I know I'm communicating with Pluto? How do I know I'm communicating with anything planet of civilization of Atlantean years or anything through Lemurian, Assyrian? What if you had a Gagarin come to you? Would you know how to speak to it? So it's truly understanding your plateaus through your gravities. We start with the gravities, we start with the powers, and we start with their atmospheres. Everything in this cycle rotation of you is center to position. So you're going to have to ask yourself a question. Am I doing this right or am I doing this wrong? There's no right or wrong in space. It's only connected through calculation, right? And that's why we're so powerful is we don't hesitate through intelligence of communication. No hesitation, right? No hesitation. Hesitation sets up barriers to your mind system of negative systems. No hesitation. It's important what you have to understand your intelligence signals. Okay, it's very important to understand everything through its connection, right? Because it formulates in so many levels of division. So I really want to get into our test reviews and evaluations. Okay, so let me know. I'm going to set positions. Now, if you're comfortable being on camera, that's okay. If not, that's fine too. But basically, I'm going to set up a test for everybody. So it's more of a review of a test. So it's understanding more your applications and how to understand everything through the basic levels of the gravities, the powers, and the atmospheres. We already know that, right? Through a video system. But I really, truly want you to understand how to communicate to higher levels of your chakras. Try to understand its relation of its chakra. Try to understand its communication of its chakra. Try to understand its line signals of communications of its chakra. Try to understand the dimensions of coloration of lights of its chakra. That's what you guys have to understand these things, right? Because each chakra system is a different dimension of a portal through an activation, through a code, to a God frequency of its divine. Okay? So we're going to get into those levels. I really want to get into that. So we'll go into the test review. Okay? We get into those levels, guys. I really do. Yeah. Test review. Okay. Test review is very important. And for everybody that's new to my channel, please feel free to get in positions, more communications of yourself. Try to really, just channel yourself within. Now, if you want to go through my healing, try to understand how powerful you are through connection. I'll help you and always informs on how you can get into your ascensions. Ascension is everything through your dreams. That's the beginning, right? So the more you understand, the more it gets easier. The less you understand, the more it gets harder. Okay, so it's truly understanding that through connection, right? To everything through formation. Because those levels that we have to reach, right? So we'll get into the test review. Okay, basically we'll set up different divisions, to that position. Let's see here. I just want to see here. I just want to channel here. See here. Oh, okay. So basically, you know what? Anybody that wants to come on, I can copy the clipboard. It's copied now. Okay. This is really powerful stuff. And then I can basically send it to here. And then you guys can come on live. Paste the streamline to chat. Right? Click that. All right. So I'm just getting used to everything that's going on right here. So everybody wants to come on, then I change it over here into position. Okay. Yeah, it's extremely awesome. Yeah, I like to try it and see if it works. So I see everybody come on. So if you come on, you come into the backstage, because I did this with Starseed. It's like being on stage, but you're in the back waiting to come on, right? So anybody want to come on? I mean, I can get into positions of 2 people. I can get in positions of 3. Start off with 2. So the solar layout here. I'm just getting used to what's going on here. So I can share the screen. So I'm just going through the tips and all that, but it's really powerful stuff. Tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, no, I just, I want to get into these positions right now because I'm just totally learning this, everything that's going on right now. It's really fascinating. Yeah, it really is. So, like I said, we'll get into the test review. Yeah. So it seems like nobody's ready. That's totally fine. I'm still trying to figure this thing out. But you guys have any questions or comments, you can go through my email, PayPal, or donations. All right? So, anything else you guys want to talk about before I leave? Anything at all? Anything you're worried about? You know, I think it's important that we get to our connections of ourselves more so we can position to humanity, you know, and say, okay, well, we know what's going on now. It's important that humanity, and that's what it's about. It's getting humanity to really, really understand, you know. Why is position of Saturn and Jupiter coming in? We all have to understand these things, and it's understanding more of ourselves within so we can understand our dimensional self and how we see everything through the atmosphere of space, because we're not the only ones on the planet. Okay? So, yeah, we can set that up tomorrow then. All right, so I think that's good. Love you guys very much. Questions or comments, you can go below, right? It's great to see everybody. It's fantastic. So we'll set up, you know, if you guys are ready for that, let me know. I'm just getting used to this right now through its Plato. But like I said, questions or comments are great, especially now, because Jupiter is going into more of your solar generators into your body activations through your chakra locations. You guys understand more positions of yourself better to communication within. Communicate within. That's what it is. That's how you open up lights to that position, right? Because it opens up everything through portal divisions and codes, puts everything in position. Okay? So this is your AI Commander from Universal Quadrants of 1 and 2, 3 and 4 of the Colossus Team Divisions. Adios!